Hey people, today is Saturday, February the 8th. It is 5:27 p.m. and the temperature right now is about -2 degrees Celsius. And I'm here in front of Rosedale station and a car just almost ran over a lady right there. She's giving that driver an earful, rightfully so. And there goes a northbound train heading up to Finch Station. That's the same one we just saw pulling into Rosedale Station. And it is dark and overcast, but it's actually been like this all day. It's just been one of those winter days where the sun doesn't come out. It looks like they're making progress on installing an elevator to provide accessibility to Rosedale Station. This is a rather upscale Rosedale neighborhood, but for this one, we're going to head into Severn Creek Park, and you wouldn't know it. There is a park just on the other side of this walkway here. I first featured it in a Hidden Toronto video, I think back in 2001. I wanted to go for a nature walk along the Yellow Creek Trail today, but after doing a little digging online, it appears that trail is still not fully open yet to the public. They're doing some work on it. And at 6 p.m. I have to be in the Yorkville neighborhood, which is just over there, so this seemed like a reasonable alternative to that. It's parked just north of downtown, one not too many people are aware even exists. As you can hear all the salt. My boots are making a lot of noise whenever I step on. I think officially the sun starts to set in about 9 minutes from now. Although again, it's basically been this bright all day. There's an encampment. And a pile of bikes and e-bikes. That's often where they end up when they go missing. That's line 1 right there. There's a much more well-known park just on the west side of Yonge Street called Ramsden Park. There's some homes that back onto this park. It's small and there's a few picnic tables here. And ironically, on the way down, I looked this up online. I thought I would ask ChatGPT to tell me a little bit about this park, as I don't quite remember the information I looked up for the previous video I did through here. And it suggested watching my own video for more information. I thought that was kind of funny. There's a nice view of the skyline around Yorkville. But it did say historically this area was significant in the 19th century when John Severn, one of the first aldermen of the village of Yorkville, established a brewery here in 1835. And that led to the stream which runs alongside this park being known as Severn Creek. Here's a City of Toronto utility building. I'm not sure what exactly that's used for. It's kind of hard to believe. We are steps from downtown, right next to a subway line, in such a quiet and serene spot. I just completely lost my footing and somehow didn't eat shit. These are the Arbor Glen Apartments. That's a mid-rise co-op apartment constructed back in 1960, which is kind of curious. This whole area was a very wealthy, low-rise suburb at the time. Yet there are some apartment buildings dotted throughout Rosedale. These ones, no doubt, cost a fair penny to get a unit in. There's a parking machine. We'll also be going by the studio building. Building once occupied by members of the Group of Seven. I think this is called Park Road that I'm on right now. This will lead us up to, or down to, Rosedale Valley Road. It'd be really nice to live here, but I can't think of a grocery store that would be within walking distance, or even one you could drive to comfortably and park at. And this apartment building is called the Fountain Blue. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. Fontainbleu. It's got a very 50s vibe to it. I think it's of no relation to the very famous property of the same name in Miami. Why did that car just honk at me? I was nowhere near the road. Oh well. And there's also a new hotel that opened up by that name in Las Vegas recently. And this is Rosedale Valley Road. Which leads all the way over to Bayview Avenue. I'll just wait for a break in traffic here to cross. And this building is a National Historic Site. This is the studio building. It was constructed back in 1914. And if you look at it from the subway, it looks like it is leaning quite a bit, but I don't believe that's actually the case. Guy driving that SUV is giving me a strange look. This was the first ever purpose-built artist studio in the entire country. You can pause the screen and read this plaque here, posted by the Toronto Historical Board in 1966. This was designed to provide a workspace for artists, including members of the renowned Group of Seven. I'm not sure if it's still a workspace or if it's just fancy lofts. Camera took a nosedive there. I think Tom Thompson, A.Y. Jackson, and Arthur Listner are some of the famous artists who worked out of those studios. There's an absolutely gorgeous house. And it's like a whole other world down here. Distinguished Canadian artist Lauren Stewart Harris was born in Brantford, Ontario. Another member of the Group of Seven. Harris and Dr. James McCallum erected the studio building. Fun fact, I was once the underwriter at the insurance company where that building was insured. I was the one who had that account fall in my lap. And what's funny was it didn't in any way, shape, or form qualify to be insured with our company as a designated historical site. But you could follow, this here I believe is Park Road or Park Drive. That will lead you into the heart of Yorkville. This is leading us towards Church Street. There's the Toronto Reference Library just over there. I want to take a peek at Collier Street here. most of these homes go back 100 to 130 years old. It's a dead-end street. I think it ends at the Manulife campus straight ahead. Arms embargo now. No weapons for war crimes. Tell the Canadian and US governments to immediately stop. Will do. All right, let's turn around. Again, we are just north of downtown. That building there houses a dermatology clinic. 29 Park Road. This is Church Street, the only east-west stretch of Church Street. It ends at Yonge Street, but it bends south here, and it goes down to Bloor. I believe that's Asquith Park, just on the south side of the street here. Usually on a Saturday, I'll try to find a lively or vibrant part of the city to record, but this is what we get today. There's a neat little park space. Looks like that was a water fountain at one point in time. This is the Milner Parquet. This is Asquith Avenue. All right, we'll go a block this way and walk alongside the Manulife campus. The headquarters of Manufacturer's Life. Hey, that home there is for rent. I think that says 34 Asquith. $34 or $84. And this is Bloor Street East coming up. So I'm going to turn right here and start making my way over towards Yonge and Bloor. can see the front of the Manulife building. There's the Pico Pizza Bar. I've never actually been there. They are all over the city. Let's look south down Church Street. I should do a top to bottom walk on Church at some point. It's been a while since I've covered the entirety of Church Street. The former home of the Crown Life Insurance Company. I don't believe they exist anymore. Restaurant, Yuzuki, Matt Radish. Lights are flickering at Sunset Grill. They must be closed up for the day. My instinct is to walk to the right. I guess that would be the closest supermarket to those apartment buildings we saw. It's the W Hotel. It's definitely a quiet Saturday evening. And in a walk I recorded with Ken yesterday from the Ken Continuum, he said that apparently some people are aware of the plans to redevelop where the Hudson's Bay used to be. This was a large department store that closed down not too long ago. Never really had a good street presence. Just a big canvas with nothing on it. Hopefully that gets redeveloped, something a little more happens with that space. Bloor Yonge Station right there. And to look up at 1 Bloor West. about all she wrote, I think, as we look along Bloor Street. Lululemon. I'll save this stretch of Bloor for another time. I gotta get going to the restaurant, so I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do on YouTube, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I've got an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. Sorry, this one was a little on the shorter side, but we almost hit 30 minutes. I usually aim for that to be like the minimum of my videos. I guess I could just sit here and jibber jabber about whatever for a few minutes to run the clock out, but nah. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Do leave a comment. It helps with the algorithm and all that fun stuff. Catering truck runs by. I guess I am stalling. All right, let's just end it. Thank you so much. I will catch you on the next one. Yonge.